So it's my birthday, and instead of cake and a nap, I'm giving you a confession. Tonight, I am going to tell you about the pitch that almost cost me everything. I'm talking my business, my credibility, and quite frankly, my dignity in front of a ton of executives. You ready to hear it? Okay, let's go. Welcome to Pitch Perfect Live. I'm your host and coach, Nikki Willis. And every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I am here with a brand new business leader, and I am helping them fix their pitch in just about 30 minutes. But tonight is a little bit different because it's my birthday, and obviously you are here for a confession. Before I get started, I want to remind you to make sure that you like, you subscribe, and you share this video. For all of you who have become subscribers in the past month, you guys are amazing. And I am so happy that you're here and that you're a subscriber. Now, if you want to go deeper in your business and join my community, that's where you can do that at. All right. In the Green Room community, there are like-minded business professionals and business leaders who want accountability, right? And they want to go deeper with their communication and get out of their own way, right? With pitching their business. And so I'm in there, I'm dropping gems every week. It's just $10 a month. That's all you need. And you can be a part of the Green Room community. Now, I guess I have to do this confession and listen. It's still, I'm okay now. All right, I'm recovered now. But man, this was a doozy. So you actually have to rewind with me back to 2013, where a wonderful husband and wife couple, Chris and Kiki, along with my twin brother and myself, we had this brilliant idea called Your Entourage, right? And it was a one-stop shop for event planning, photography, videography, a venue space. My brother was a DJ, so he had that taken care of. I was on the event planning side. I also had an event childcare company at the time as well. And obviously, I'm a host, I'm an MC, so I can do a little bit of that too. Kiki was into video and photography, and Chris was on the venue side. He had a contracting business and developed all kinds of really awesome residential properties around the city. So this is perfect. One-stop shop, we got this. Now, at this point, everything on paper, we got it. This is genius. And, we're shopping it around to people, and, people are really excited about this, right? So fast forward a few months, it's been a few months we've been working on this project, and Chris and Kiki give me a call, and they let me know that they've landed a pitch meeting with investors. So I'm like super excited. This is real seed money, and this is a real opportunity for us. So me, being the talker or the communicator, all right, I immediately volunteer as tribute to pitch our business and carry this pitch. And, I'm like, I got this. I know what we built. You guys handle some of the objections, and I'll just land the plane. Everybody talks about landing the plane. I said, I'll land the plane. So we're hyped. Okay. And, my brother's hyped. He travels a lot. So he had, come into town to make sure he was there. Right. We are so ecstatic. Okay. So the day of the actual pitch, we walk into a room, and I immediately see 20 executives just sitting in the room. And someone says, and they're all looking like this. And someone says, you may begin. And y'all, I froze. And I'm not talking a little, pause. I mean, complete full system shutdown. This was the worst I had ever seen or been in my life. I mean, I'm stumbling, fumbling through, repeating myself, to the point where an investor that I actually knew looked at me straight in the eye and basically checked me for not being prepared. Y'all, I was mortified. And this part, honestly, this part still humbles me to this day. My friend Chris, I can hear him because I am completely blanking out. I mean, fumbling, stumbling, umming and uhing. And I couldn't get it together. And so my friend Chris jumps in and says, well, what I think she means is, and proceeds to correct and rescue me mid-pitch in front of everyone. It still makes me sad to this day. It's so bad. It was so bad. So 15 minutes later, which honestly felt like 15 years, I promise I aged at least 15 years in that moment. We walk out, and Chris and Kiki, bless their hearts, I love them. They're like, doing the polite thing, right? They're like, oh, you did a good job. That was a really tough room. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, Nikki. And then my twin, my own flesh and blood, my brother, that I still call him to this day, he puts his hands on my shoulders. He looks me dead in the eye and says, nah, you bombed that, sis. That was terrible. And I was just like, but honestly though, the worst part, he was absolutely right. So here's what I want you to hear in this whole thing. And, bless their hearts, still friends with them to this day. I still claim my twin brother, obviously, even though he gave me the candor that I needed. It wasn't kind, though. I'm putting that on the record. It wasn't kind. He could have softened it up a little bit. But honestly, it was the kick in the pants that I needed. Okay? It was the kick that I needed because it wasn't like I lacked passion, right? It wasn't, the passion was coming out. Oh, I was excited. The passion was there, but I lacked a structure. I lacked a framework. So it was that day that I made a promise to myself that I would never embarrass myself like that again. I would never leave money on the table like that again. And most importantly, I would never let my team down like that again with something so important as, a pitch, to leave that to chance without a framework and without structure. So that is when I got to work. I got to work perfecting my craft. I started moonlighting as a coach and a business to small business owners on the side, teaching them what I had learned the hard way and along the way as a business owner. And then something wild happened. They started winning grants and winning prize money for pitches and landing investors and signing more clients and opening bigger businesses. And I thought, okay, wait a minute. I've got something here. Here's what I discovered. Every great pitch is actually a story. And every great story has the same structure. So most business owners think that they're the salesperson, when in actuality, you're the author. And your client No, your client is the hero. And your job isn't to sell them. Your job is to rewrite the narrative for your hero. That's your job. And as I begin to share with people my thought process on this, they begin to pick it up and use it and work. And what I came to discover was, my pitch wasn't broken. The clients that I work with, their pitches weren't broken. They just lacked a structure. And so I did this and helped entrepreneurs and small businesses I've been doing this for almost a decade, as well as being on stages and pitching, myself in pageants and hosting and emceeing and all the things for almost a decade, especially on the coaching side. And what I came to find out was that in November, I no longer wanted to moonlight anymore. I wanted to go all in, and I wanted to coach business leaders live on YouTube, crazy, right? Using the exact framework that I had built over time. So tonight, I'm handing you the whole thing. And this is what I pitch from. Every night, Tuesday nights, this is the framework that I use for my guests. I'm going to hand you the whole thing. And I call it the narrative pitch framework. All right. And so we are actually going to go through all 7 elements of my framework. And listen, I want you to come back. I want you to save this video. You can come back and watch this over and over and over again. But this is what I use. What I want you to do is think about a book. A good story always has good structure. And these are the elements. It's a literary metaphor. These are the elements that I use to create a great pitch. Okay, so are you ready? Wonderful. Here we go. All right, number 1 is the hero. Now, if you have been working with me or if you have watched any of my videos over time, and I talk about the hero all the time. And this is simply your ideal client, okay? If you say that my ideal client is everyone, you're going to miss it. It's going to be too vague, and no one will be able to identify themselves. So number 1 is the hero, and you need to be able to personify it. Number 2 is the conflict. This is the pain point. This is where you really paint it out. What keeps them up at night? Okay? So you've got the hero. They've got this conflict. All right? Whatever they're doing, whatever is happening, there's an issue there. There's a pain point. All right? Number 3 is that turning point, or what we call in a literary term is the climax of the story. This part, if it's vague again, they're gonna miss it. So you make sure you wanna be as detailed as possible on this, all right? Number 4 is the resolution. What does life look like for your hero after they've gotten this solution from you? What does life look like? Is life easier for them? Do they have more peace of mind? What is it? What does that look like? And how do you describe that? Okay. Number 5, we actually turn it back to you. So if a lot of people ask me, well, Nikki, if I'm not the hero, then who am I? Well, you are the author. You are the author of your hero's story. And you're not just the author, you are also the narrator here. Okay, so we're not only looking at your credibility and why they should listen to you, buy from you, work with you, but you are also the person that controls the perspective here that you give. It's getting exciting. I love this part. Number 6 is the number 1 thing that people miss on Pitch Perfect Live. It's the epilogue. It's the call to action. Your call to action is so important. Even if your pitch is not that sharp, what do you want the people to do? Where do you want them to go? Do you want them to call you? Do you want them to book a consultation? Do you want their email address? What do you want them to do? So make sure you have that call to action. And lastly, number 7, everybody judges a book by its cover. Don't let people lie to you. As soon as you walk in the room, they're judging you. Before you even open your mouth, they're judging you. Are you articulate? Are you clear? Are you concise? Do you carry the authority that you already have? Do you look the part? Do you look trustworthy? Do you sound trustworthy? Right? And so all 7 of those elements make up my narrative pitch framework. And I tell you, I have been using this framework. Those of you who have watched me week after week after week, I take those pieces, I add structure to them, and people are walking away saying, you know what, I was fumbling, I was rambling, and now I know exactly what to say. People are coming on saying, you know what, I was really leaving money on the table, but now I know how to close with authority. Some people have come on and they're saying, you know, I didn't realize I was talking to everybody. And therefore, I was talking to nobody. And we were diving deep into these elements and creating a framework and a structure that works. So this is the exact framework that I use every week with a brand new guest on Pitch Perfect Live. And in 30 minutes, my guests truly go from rambling to speaking with clarity. From, you know what, I get a lot of people that says, oh, that's nice, but nobody's buying, to emails saying, hey, I sold out this month. Don't take my word for it. What I want you to do is go back and watch my entire playlist. Just binge the whole thing and watch the transformation that each guest comes along with. I promise you, you'll find something new in each one. And that's the fun part about it. Listen, coming on live in front of people is a little crazy, but I'm a little crazy, so it's okay. For me, it's not just about confidence. It's about people's businesses. I am a huge advocate for small business. I'm a huge advocate for entrepreneurs, you know, people who want to elevate their brand. With this economy, you know, having your own business, having a side hustle is key. And we've got millions of people who are incredible at what they do. And they have a terrible time explaining it. They mumble and fumble and freeze just like I did. And they leave money on the table. And they lose the very people that they're trying to serve. And most of all, they don't get to make any money. This is truly about your business. This is about your brand. This is about you standing in your way and with the way that you're communicating, and it's not landing. Period. I'm just going to be straight with you. You're losing people. You're leaving money on the table. So maybe you're thinking, Nikki, I know. That's me. I'm leaving money on the table. And honestly, I'm not okay with that. Good. I want you to be a guest on Pitch Perfect Live. come on my show. I want you to pitch to me. Trust me, you'll be safe. We have a good time. But I want you to come on my show. I'm going to help you fix it live in 30 minutes. Or if you want to go even deeper, join me in the green room. So the green room is my business community of incredible leaders and entrepreneurs who want accountability and who want change in their business, who want to get out of their own way so that their businesses can excel. Now, this community is just $10 a month or $99 a year. I'll put the link in the description below. I'd love to have you as a part of my community. But listen, I had to tell you on my birthday this cautionary tale so that you don't have to live it. And my brother, honestly, he never let me live it down. So I owe him one. But truly, honestly, I'm glad he didn't, because that has made me who I am today. It honestly helped me create the narrative pitch framework that I use week after week. So here's what I want you to do. Like I said, if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Like, share this video, hit the notification button down there at the bottom so that you are notified every single time I drop something new. And listen, if you're ready to go deeper here and truly get out of your own way for your business, I want you to join the Green Room community. Again, I'm going to put the link in the description below. And if you want to be on Pitch Perfect Live, this is your sign to do it. Come join me. We can work your pitch out live in 30 minutes, and you can get the transformation that all my other guests have gotten as well. How's that sound? Pretty good? Let me know what your favorite moment was. Tell me if you like videos like this. I don't do many of these. And so let me know if you like this video. Tell me what your aha moment was in the comments below. And listen, next week, I got a brand new guest. This one is a first-time children's author. So I'm quite excited about this one. You definitely don't want to miss it. And how do you not do that? By hitting that notification button. That's right. Go ahead and click it. Okay, perfect. Have a wonderful rest of your week. I am going to continue to enjoy my birthday, and I will see you guys next week. Take care. Bye.